I'm Dorothy Chen, 68 years old, and my son married Jessica 5 years ago. She treated me like trash, mocked my accent, banned me from seeing my grandchildren, and convinced my son to kick me out of the family home I helped buy. Jessica lived in luxury while I struggled alone. She thought an old immigrant woman couldn't fight back. She was wrong. I'm a retired corporate accountant who managed million-dollar portfolios for 30 years. This is how I legally dismantled her perfect life piece by piece. Subscribe now. Hit that bell for more epic revenge stories. I'm Dorothy Chen, and for 68 years, I've built everything from nothing. I came to America from Taiwan at 25 with $200 and a dream. I worked 2 jobs, learned English at night, became a certified accountant, and spent 30 years managing corporate finances. I helped my son Michael buy his house by giving him $80,000 for the down payment. That house became my home too after my husband died. Then Michael married Jessica. Jessica was 32, beautiful, and worked in marketing making decent money. From day one, she hated me. She called me the old Chinese lady who can't speak proper English. She mocked my accent at family dinners. She told Michael I was too traditional and embarrassing around her friends. After 2 years of marriage, Jessica got pregnant. I was thrilled to become a grandmother. But when my grandson Tyler was born, Jessica banned me from the hospital. Dorothy, you'll confuse the baby with your broken English. Wait until he's older. I waited. But when Tyler turned 1, Jessica still wouldn't let me see him. You smell like old people in Chinese medicine. I don't want that around my son. Michael said nothing. He just nodded along with whatever Jessica wanted. Then Jessica convinced Michael to ask me to leave the house. Your mother makes me uncomfortable. She needs to find her own place. This is our house. I reminded Michael I'd given him $80,000 for that house. Jessica laughed. That was a gift, Dorothy. You don't own anything here. Pack your things. I was devastated. I'd lived there for 3 years after my husband died. I'd helped raise Tyler his first year. I'd cooked, cleaned, and tried to be useful. And now I was being kicked out at 67. I moved into a tiny apartment across town. Jessica posted photos on social media showing my old room converted into her luxury yoga studio. She captioned it, "Finally got my house back." For 6 months, I struggled alone. I asked to see Tyler. Jessica refused. I called Michael. He said, "Mom, Jessica says you're toxic. Maybe give her some space." I was heartbroken. But I'm not just an old woman. I'm a certified accountant who managed corporate portfolios worth millions. And I started noticing something strange about Jessica's social media posts. Jessica was posting constantly about luxury purchases, designer handbags every week, expensive vacations to Europe and Hawaii, a new BMW, 5-star restaurants constantly. She captioned everything, living my best life. Michael spoils me, but Michael worked as a middle-level manager making $85,000 a year. Even with Jessica's marketing salary of $60,000, they couldn't afford this lifestyle. Something was wrong. I did what accountants do. I investigated. I discovered Michael had taken out a home equity loan for $120,000 6 months after I left. The loan was supposedly for home improvements, but I saw no improvements. Instead, Jessica had bought a BMW, designer clothes, and funded constant vacations. Then I found something worse. Jessica had convinced Michael to add her name to his retirement accounts, his investment portfolio, and as a co-owner of the house. Everything my son had worked for was now half hers. But the real shock came when I found Jessica's secret Instagram account under a fake name. She was bragging to her friends. I married Michael for his money and his mom's $80,000 down payment. Now I'm spending it all. He's too stupid to notice. When I'm done draining him, I'll divorce and take half of everything. She actually wrote that. Screenshots, dates, everything documented. I took those screenshots to a lawyer named Richard Wong. "Richard, my daughter-in-law is financially abusing my son. She's bragging about it online. I need your help." Richard examined everything. "Dorothy, this is financial abuse and fraud. She's admitted to marrying him for money and intentionally draining his accounts. We can use this." I did something I never thought I'd do. I hired a forensic accountant to audit Jessica and Michael's finances. What they found was stunning. Jessica had opened 3 credit cards in Michael's name without his knowledge. She'd racked up $65,000 in debt buying luxury items. She'd also convinced Michael to co-sign a personal loan for $40,000, claiming it was for her business. But she'd spent it on vacations and designer clothes. Michael was buried in debt and didn't even know it. His credit score had dropped from 780 to 520. He was financially ruined. I brought all this evidence to Michael. "Son, look at what Jessica has done. She's destroyed your finances. She married you to steal from you." Michael was in denial. "Mom, you're just jealous because Jessica and I are happy." I showed him Jessica's secret Instagram posts. "Read these. She says she married you for money and plans to divorce you after draining everything." Michael's face went white. He read the posts. He saw the screenshots. He checked his credit cards and found $65,000 in unauthorized charges. He checked his bank accounts and saw the home equity loan money was gone. He looked at his retirement accounts and saw Jessica had withdrawn $30,000. He finally believed me. Michael filed for divorce the next day. His lawyer used Jessica's Instagram posts as evidence of fraud and financial abuse. Jessica's lawyer tried to claim the posts were jokes, but forensic analysis proved they were real and dated. The divorce was brutal. Because Jessica had admitted in writing to marrying Michael for financial gain, the judge ruled the marriage was fraudulent. Jessica got nothing. No house, no retirement funds, no alimony. The judge ordered her to repay the $65,000 in unauthorized credit card charges and the $30,000 stolen from retirement accounts. Ms. Jessica Chen, you married for financial gain and deliberately defrauded your husband. You will repay every dollar stolen, plus legal fees. You are also ordered to pay Mr. Michael Chen's attorney costs of $18,000. Jessica's face went purple with rage. She screamed at the judge, "That old witch set me up. Dorothy did this." The judge was unmoved. "The evidence shows you committed fraud. Mrs. Dorothy Chen simply exposed it. Case closed." But I wasn't done. Jessica had destroyed Michael's credit score with her fraud. I helped him file disputes with every credit bureau, proving the charges were unauthorized. His credit score recovered to 750 within 6 months. I also reported Jessica's credit card fraud to the district attorney. She was charged criminally with identity theft and fraud. She pleaded guilty and was sentenced to 18 months in prison and 3 years probation. Jessica went to prison at 37. Her BMW was repossessed. Her luxury lifestyle ended. Her social media accounts were deleted after her followers mocked her for being a fraud. Michael and I reconciled. He apologized for believing Jessica over me. "Mom, I'm so sorry. You saved me from financial ruin." I moved back into the house. My room is no longer a yoga studio. It's my space again. And I finally get to see my grandson, Tyler, who's now 4 years old and calls me Nai. Michael is rebuilding his finances with my help. We set up a proper budget, paid off the fraudulent debts, and started saving again. His credit is restored. His retirement is protected. His life is back on track. Jessica is still in prison. She'll be released in 6 months, but she'll have a felony record and $113,000 in court-ordered debt to repay. Her luxury life is over forever. People ask if I feel guilty. The answer is no. Jessica abused my son financially, emotionally, and legally. She mocked me because I'm an immigrant with an accent. She banned me from my grandson. She tried to steal everything my son worked for. I'm 68 years old. I'm a retired corporate accountant who managed millions. I'm an immigrant who built a life from nothing. And I'm a mother who protected her son from a predator. Jessica thought my age and accent made me powerless. She learned that accountants never stop being accountants, and mothers never stop protecting their children. The end.